In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add flips and pockets without stressing this new spine. If you do enjoy using what you've already got and not spending money on a lot of supplies, then I've got a free download in the description box below. Another way that you can give your pages a bit of dimension without the bulk is to paint them. And I've done that here. But I actually put some music paper on while it was damp, so that when I ripped it off, it would leave this distressed look underneath. So I just want to show you what I mean. Here I've painted the page and I've put this bit of vintage newspaper on, and when you rip it off, you can rip as much or as little as you like, but it just leaves maybe I just leave that. And you can reuse these because, you know, we're junk journalists. And I just think that just adds something to the page, and you can still write over the top of that. I'm just adding a little bit of brown paper and a sticker to this big pocket, and then I'll show you what else I've done. So I do find stickers difficult, but just pop it down onto the pocket and it just gives just something interesting on the page. And obviously there'll be a tag in here, and we'll just make them slim tags. As you can see, it's not bulking up too much. We've got a bit of bulk here in the centre, but it's not too bad. I am restraining myself. So I'll just go through and show you what I want to do here. Is just put a little "this book belongs to" on there. I'll put some more brown paper on that, and I will just put maybe a label or a sticker, or maybe a picture. Keep it on the outside, and then you won't have any trouble building the bulk up in the middle. Not sure yet. Of course, there is nothing to stop you from coming out of your book. Like here, we've got a tuck spot. Here, I've got a tag. You can have things sticking up and sticking out. That's not going to add any bulk to your book. My friend Lynn started to use her book and the strings broke. So I'm going to show you a rescue for that. So what do you do if this happens? Your strings break while you're pulling out your signatures. So you've been pulling them out very gently, and then the one just breaks away. The first thing I'd do is square up my page, because obviously it's going to be getting a bit wobbly from now on. So we just need to stop this. And my favourite way is masking tape. I love using masking tape because it's super strong, it's very thin, and you can ink it up if your pages are even more yellow than this. Just barely any distress ink on. So gently pull yourself a length of masking tape. It's ripped again. Okay, so we're going to go with it because waste not, want not. Try and level up my book again. It's gone a bit wonky again. And I'm going to place it right over the top of all of my strings. So one way is to use masking tape, and as you can see now, that is tight in. Obviously there are other places, more masking tape, or there is another way. I found another page that was falling out, and you can use some of the original book pages that you've took out. Just fold them in half. I've just cut it down a bit. There's no specific size. Some glue. And you just use this. And just ease it down gently on both sides, just like that. If you want to, fold and just gently crease. You can see that this one will need repairing a lot, but I'll probably just be ripping pages out of this one. That's what I've been doing, so that's why it's all falling to pieces. I just wanted to show you. So that is another way that you can just repair the stitches of your journal. Here she is. I've really tried to keep this one from becoming gator mouth. She's quite chunky, but still pretty reasonable, I think. I'm still undecided on the font. I'm thinking about putting something on the front, but I'm not sure. So I just thought I'd show you what I've done inside, just to give you some ideas that you might like to take with you. I've done little drawing on some book page, and I put a fake flower on, and then I accidentally glued it and it's gone over here. But do you know what? It's a junk journal. I'm not worried. So covered up a lot of the pages because obviously they're all the same, and I've just decorated them up. This is just some little notepads on there, little tuck in, and I've gessoed some of the pages so that you can write on top. A little tag in the back there. This one got little tags in. It's another book page. It's the two big ones with two of the pictures from my book that I was working in, just to add a bit of colour. I don't know what else I'm going to add yet. Sort of run out of space. I've just put some writing from a book page. Space to write there. It's a little pocket. I've just popped in a book page from Longleat House. And this is just where I stuck two pages together to make a pocket. Little cluster. I gessoed both sides and then put the pages together for a little while until they dried slightly, and then peeled them. And I ended up with this really cool effect. And then I just put a stamp on top. You've seen that one? Just gessoed and did this. You can write still on top of that. In here we've got a postcard. That's a very vintage postcard from goodness knows how old, from Egypt. And this is a little pocket. Another little card, another little bit of writing space, decorated the corner pocket. This is just an old clothing tag that I've decorated up. Magazine image on it. I want to show you another little mistake that can happen to anybody. You can have words that you don't want to see. So you can block them out. Just use a pen. I used the black pen, but then I thought it looked silly, so I put some white paint on top of it. So this is our flip out that we made, and I've added a stamp there and here just to decorate. And on this page, this is that embossed envelope that I've just splattered with paint, and little card that tucks in. One of the little pockets we made. More writing space. This one, I did the same. I put on some book page to just give it some texture, and then I put a stamp on that didn't work, but that's fine. This is original ephemera, and these are just the little bits that go in there. Another little card, a little flip-up notebook, and underneath, stamping, a little envelope over there, white in space, and little book, a map book I've just tucked in, little cluster, flip out. So as you can see, oh, this is just some, I found this in my stash and I just thought, pop it in here. So there you go. No stress on that spine at all. It's a little bit chunky, but you know, I do quite like it like this. Here we go. Let me know in the comments if you think I should put a plate on top of that. I think I should. Just a little one. I'm going to leave this, but I might put something over the top of there. If you enjoy these grungy junk journals, I've got another flip through just coming up, and you should be able to get some inspiration from that one. See you soon. Bye for now. And just ink it, but you don't need to. You want it to be in one continuous length.